It wasn't a knock. That's the first thing you need to understand. A knock implies knuckles. A knock implies a person. This was something else. This was a wet, heavy drag across the glass of my driver's side window. Slow, deliberate, like whatever was outside my car had all the time in the world. I sat frozen in the driver's seat with the engine off and the keys dangling from the ignition. My heart was pounding so hard it felt like it might crack a rib. I did not turn my head. I could not, because I knew, in that deep primitive way that lives underneath logic, that if I looked directly at whatever was standing outside my car, I was never going to leave that rest stop. My name is Mark. This happened 3 years ago in late October of 2022. I was driving from Las Vegas to Ely, Nevada, where my brother lives. People call Highway 50 the loneliest road in America, but Highway 93 north of Vegas in the middle of the night feels different, not lonely, abandoned. I left Vegas too late, around 11, thinking I could push through the drive. Big mistake. By the time I passed through Alamo, my eyes were burning and the highway hypnosis was setting in hard. Twice I drifted close enough to the shoulder for the rumble strips to snap me back awake. I needed to stop. Then my headlights caught the sign, Crystal Springs Rest Area, 1 mile. I took the exit. The moment I left the highway, something felt wrong. The pavement narrowed. My headlights swept over dry brush and broken gravel. Up ahead, I could see a weak amber light and the shape of a small rest stop sitting by itself in the dark. There was nothing there except a cinder block bathroom building under a single flickering street lamp. No other cars, no trucks, no sound except the low electrical buzz and the crunch of my tires over gravel. I parked near the far edge of the lot, cut the engine, and locked the doors. The silence that rushed in was unreal, not peaceful, heavy. I leaned my seat back, planning to close my eyes for 20 minutes. I must have drifted off, because the next thing I remember is hearing footsteps. Crunch, crunch. I opened my eyes and looked toward the bathroom building. Nothing. Just the flicker of amber light and long shadows stretching over the gravel. Then I heard it again. Crunch, crunch. Slow, deliberate. 2 steps, then a pause. 2 more steps, then another pause. It did not sound like an animal. It sounded like something walking carefully in a circle, listening between each step. I pressed the lock button again, even though I had already locked the doors. Then the footsteps stopped, and the buzzing from the street lamp stopped too. Not the light. The light stayed on. But the sound cut out all at once, like someone had muted the world. The air inside the car changed. It got heavier. Then the smell hit me, thick and sudden, a coppery, rotten smell mixed with something sweet and spoiled, like old blood and dead flowers. I reached for the ignition. Before my fingers touched the key, something slammed down on the roof of the car. Hard. The whole car rocked. Then another hit, this time on the trunk, then another on the rear side panel. It felt like something was moving around the car, testing it. Then it all stopped. I forced myself to look out the windshield. From behind the far corner of the bathroom building, a shadow stretched across the gravel. Too long, too thin. Then it stepped into the light. It was easily 7 feet tall, maybe more. Its arms hung past its knees. Its fingers were pale and too long. Its whole body looked stretched, like it had been pulled apart and never put back together properly. It stood perfectly still, facing my car. Its head was tilted sharply to one side at an angle that would have broken a human neck. Then it dropped onto all fours in one jerking, unnatural motion and scuttled out of the light and into the darkness around my car with terrifying speed. I lost sight of it immediately, but I could hear it. Rapid movement over gravel, circling the car, too fast, too close. Then came the scraping. Something sharp dragged slowly along the side of the vehicle, a deep metal on metal screech that went straight through me. Then silence again, and then I heard it. A wet drag across my driver's side window. I turned my eyes toward the glass. A pale hand was pressed against the window. The fingers were too long. There were too many joints. It dragged slowly downward, leaving a wet smear across the condensation. Then the face rose into view, slowly. Its skin was gray and bloodless, stretched tight over sharp bone. Where its eyes should have been, there were only dark hollows. Its mouth opened into a jagged smile full of small, sharp teeth. Then I heard clicking, fast, insect-like. That was the moment something in me snapped loose. My hand shot out, grabbed the keys, and twisted. The engine roared to life. The headlights lit up the lot, and whatever had been at my window was gone.